What's up, everybody? I'm gonna be doing I guess a riding gear video, basically. Yeah. Oh my lord, it's hot out here. It's like summertime, basically, or the start of summertime, and it is, Jesus Christ, it is hot. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna hurry up here. I guess I could do this on the bike, actually. I got everything alpine stars. You got boots, you got riding pants and leather pants. Really don't need leather pants. And then you got your riding jacket. And you got your gloves. And then helmet. But yeah, we can do all this on the bike basically. Alright, what's up everybody? Got the GoPro wasn't recording. That means. Whoa. Maybe the road gave out somewhere? Well, a little damper on our fun here. Well, damn. Good, no crashes or anything. That's usually not a good sign though, so except for the gravel. Anyways, I guess we'll talk about riding gear now. The most important part about riding is getting your riding gear, which is what protects you when you hit the road. If you ever go down, you want to be protected. So your investment on getting gear is basically how well you protect yourself. And comfortability and other things, but we'll get into that. Start off, I guess I'll go from the top down. For like a helmet and such, you really would want to have like a really good quality one. Weight matters, the way it fits on your head, comfort, all that are really big things with a helmet. You don't want to cheap out on one because they will, yeah. You just do not want to cheap out on them. helmet, you do not want to cheap out on it. There's a lot of factors that come into play with how it fits and everything, and that's something you really have to go to Cycle Gear to go and learn. There's like the oval, there's the intermediate oval, I think. I'm not quite sure. There's a round one, I think. I could be totally wrong on all three of those, and I just butchered it. I'll put it up on the screen, whatever the correct ones are. But yeah, that comes into factor. So I recommend you go to Cycle Gear and just go and talk to one of the associates and basically just try on a crap ton of them. But some things to think about are the weight of it, comfort, the way it fits on your head, quality, how long it'll last, hopefully, and then the safety, like Snell and CE requirements and all that. Those come into play also. There's a lot of different variations and levels and all that. And a track helmet's going to be completely different than a just like a around town kind of street helmet. So think about that, because the track helmets like what I'm wearing right now, quite honestly, I have the Alpha 70 carbon, I think, something like that. It's the Alpha 70 though, and the carbon on it helps just so much. Just one of them things, man. Next thing you want to think about is your riding jacket. That'll be a big thing in the summertime with the summertime heat and all that. Leather jackets are, oh my lord, they can get quite toasty in there. You can get quite toasty in your leather jackets. But I won't say that for all of them, because there is some nice breathability in some of the newer ones that are coming out. I've seen Alpine Stars, they have like on mine, it's got breathability right between the crotch on my leather pants here, and that helps with just, you know, the airflow, keeping things nice and cool. It's a nice gust of wind right now, and it's just keeping nice and windy in there. You really want to go to Cycle Gear and test that out too, because you'll notice that Revit and Reacts and some of these like cheaper options, they're not even really cheaper, and the quality's just not there. So when you go to Cycle Gear, like try on a Dion's and Alpine Stars compared to like the Reacts jacket, that's gonna show you a difference. It's like Amazon, and it's the difference between like Amazon or like casual and then just like designer quality. That's how I could describe it, especially with like the leather work and such on Dion's and Alpine Stars. Both of those great brands, and they get quite a rep for being quite expensive, but it's not really the brand. They are quite quality. I've had this jacket for 3 seasons, going on my 4th one here. The wear and tear it has is on my wrist. From my old gloves, the Velcro messed with it. Basically, kind of like ripped it up a little bit, so or not really ripped it, but frayed it. So I had to just kind of scissor cut it a little bit to stop the fraying and the Velcro from grabbing it and all that. But yeah, for your riding jacket, you want to think about how hot and the breathability it is in summertime, because that's when you're going to be riding most. So that's just the #1 focus. And then another thing is, think about like if the liner on the inside is removable, to wash it a little bit. That's another great thing, because I have to put this one in in my bathtub and hand wash it, basically, just because I don't know, I just don't feel comfortable putting it in the wash machine. I don't want to ruin my jacket. It's another thing with leather, is you have to hand wash your leather, because you can't just toss that in the washing machine either. But I Another thing is you don't have to wash it every time you ride. Just you can get the I think it's called Anthony's desalter, and that'll help just a crap ton. Just like in between rides, just spray that and then wipe it off with a towel, and that'll desalt the sweat out of your mesh jackets. That's what I do about every 5 rides or so. I get quite sweaty throughout a ride sometimes, just sitting at a stoplight or so. That'll just get this thing nice and toasty and sweat it off. Right now it's quite nice out though, and I'm not even breaking a sweat at all. You feel it throughout your arms and everything. Just everything feels like a nice like breeze. It's not too wild on you. But yeah, the next thing I guess I'll talk about is the your pants basically, because if you see I'm wearing the fancy Alpine Stars Missile V3s or whatever they're called, which actually I should bring up right now. Revzilla has a closeout on the older model one, the V2 version, for about 100 off, or 150 off it might be. I forget what it was. But it's about $328 right now, and they're usually about $500 after taxes. So it's a nice savings, and you get the protection for a good savings. So yeah, I would recommend buying that. But at the same time, if you're just like a street rider, just kind of goof around like I do. I cannot shift when I'm trying to talk sometimes. Jesus, man. Come on, hit the freaking lever. Come on, get into it. Jesus. Alright, back to what I'm doing here. What I recommend, honestly, is just a pair of riding jeans. Kevlar ones to be specific, because if you slide, those are going to protect you best, is the Kevlar ones. Some little styrofoam pads that the asphalt's going to grind through that in about 2 seconds. I'm going to tell you now. The only thing that thing's doing is it's going to buffer the fall. And after that, it's going to be like a frickin', you're going to be like a frickin' eraser on the asphalt, basically. And that's what's going to happen. Especially if you just wear just regular jeans. You won't be growing leg hair where it scrapes you up. You don't want to cheap out on any of your gear, because it's what protects you. Like I said in the beginning, you basically, if you ride like I do, I recommend like the leather jeans, not leather jeans, Jesus, the leather pants, like track pants and such, because they actually, another great feature is they connect to your riding jacket like a whole suit now. So that's kind of cool. And then, oh goodness sakes. So back to what I was saying, if you ride like I do and such, I would recommend the leather pants, because it's going to save you the most, or protect you the most. But if you're just a casual rider, you can get away with just riding jeans, because the likelihood of you falling isn't that high, but at the same time, there is the chance, so you do want to be prepared. And then, things I'd recommend is like the Oakland, Street and Steel jeans, or Street and Steel Oakland jeans, I think it is, yeah. Those are, they come very baggy for me at least, or I noticed. So, when you're looking at them, kind of size them up at Cycle Gear if they have your size, because that's another issue I even had, is them even having my size when I went there, because I was a 30, 32 or something, and that's a pretty average size, but they didn't even have it at the time, I guess because it's a popular size. But that's what comes with being an average dum-dum. The next thing I guess I could talk about is the boots. Your boots are something that a lot of people just kind of push off, you know. That's one of the things you don't really buy, but I really recommend if you're gonna take riding seriously, you get boots, because for the number one effect, if you fall or anything, you're like Nike Dunks and all those, they're gonna fold like a flip-flop on when you hit the ground or something. That thing's gonna fold like a flip-flop, you know. So like what I'm wearing right now is the Alpine Stars J6 boot, which looks exactly like a it looks like a black Air Force One, and then like the tan gum like sole to it, so it has like a Converse look to it also. I always do that. Okay, don't do that. But that'll save you, basically if you fall or something, these boots have a steel plate in the bottom of them, and that's going to save it from folding, or at least it's just going to bend it a little bit if it's a nice impact, you know. It's not going to break your foot in half or do any damage, because you literally have 200 bones in that in your foot, so you want to protect all of those. But I have the Alpine Stars J6 boots from Alpine Stars, obviously, and these things are like couches basically. Since I've had them new, they've been comfy, and they wore in real nice. They have like a nice feel to them now, they literally feel like a couch on my feet. It feels like nothing's on them right now, honestly. Another recommendation I have is you get the Alpine Stars Sector boots, which are a little more like track oriented and all that, and those are more slim, so you can fit your foot up against the bike better. If you're like track riding and such, you need something more slim to like the side of the bike. That's another good point to bring up, I guess. Jeez, my knees. Quite literally, my knees hurt. But yeah, I guess the HJC Alpha 70, that's a great helmet. Another good helmet is the Arai helmets. Icon makes some cheap beginner ones that are good. And then let's see, what else is there? There's Bell. Bell actually makes helmets. Yeah, there's a lot of good brands out there. You just got to do your research on those. Then for riding gear, besides that, Alpine Stars and INS are your cream of the crop. You can get some good quality out of some other brands, but at the same time, I really do just recommend the Alpine Stars lineup, because it comes with comfort and protection, which is something I never really got with any other brands. I've tried Reacts, kind of being a cheap out when I first started, and then my first helmet was like the Icon Airflight. That one wasn't the best of helmets for everything I needed, but it did give me my it was good for like beginner riding. It was nice and stylish and had that cool face shield to it. Once you get the whole Alpine Stars lineup, you're just kind of like, well, I got to do this. So that's what I kind of just done. But yeah, what you basically want to do is just go with a cycle gear, get yourself some gear, and protect yourself. That's the main goal. You gotta set aside about $1,000 to $1,500. But yeah, anyways, what you want to do is just go to Cycle Gear and get you some gear and check out the helmets and the jackets, main part. Get you some boots. That'll really help you. And then I think I forgot about the gloves. You really go with, I really recommend anything with just any knuckle protection. When you go down, that's going to be, your reaction is going to be in like a fist, most likely, or palm out. When you go down, you usually want to, you kind of just go down like that, so you want your palm protection to be key. Focus on getting things that fit correctly, like don't make it too baggy. Make sure that there's enough room for the padding to fit though. You know, you don't want it to be super tight, but you don't want it to be super baggy either. So this would probably be the perfect fit for me, you know, just what I have. I think that's where I'm gonna end this video, I guess. I hope you guys enjoyed the video and have a good rest of your day and all that. Yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.